Welcome to Football with Vicky. Today we are going to talk about the scariest lineup of 2026. Last season, Flick arrived during a chaos situation. Xavi, the club legend, was sacked by Laporta and Flick was signed. When he arrived, he didn't have any chance to sign new players or build a new team, whatever he wanted. But he still managed the team to become a top level side because he had Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Pedri, and so on. He even unleashed the beast inside Rafinha and he unleashed the whole squad like a monster. He also signed two players, Dani Almo and Pablo Torre, and of course Tech was there. They both performed very well under Flick. Every player is playing very good. Even a normal player looks like a top class player under Flick. So yeah, he didn't have any chance to sign new player last season, but this season is totally different. He has the opportunity and the vision to sign new players. Just think about that. With that Barcelona, without doing anything, he managed to survive and won 3 major domestic trophies and reached the UCL semi-finals as well. So now that he has a chance to sign new players, just think how scary Flick's Barcelona is going to be. Okay, let's dive into the transfer news. At first, Barcelona just signed Joan García, a signing that wasn't expected by anyone because Joan García was Espanyol's goalkeeper, Barcelona's city rival. He was not just a goalkeeper at Espanyol, he was a savior for them because Espanyol was struggling to avoid relegation last season. The main reason they survived was Joan García. He did a great job last season, brilliant one-on-one save, calm and composed in big moments and consistently stepping up when the team needed him most. After the final game, where he saved Espanyol from relegation, he went into the stands to celebrate with the fans. The fans looked at him like a Superman, like in a Superman movie scene where people reach out to touch him as a hero. That's how much they loved him. Now he is at Barcelona, and even though Barca already have options like Iñaki Peña, Tech and Ter Stegen, Joan García is the youngest and fits perfectly into Flick's young squad. His training videos are already looking scary. He is fearless and commanding. For sure, Joan García is going to be a huge part of Barcelona's future in goal. And let's talk about Nico Williams' transfer collapse. A transfer that was expected by everyone but didn't happen. Nico Williams was heavily linked to Barcelona after the Nations League, where he showed amazing chemistry with Lamine Yamal and Pedri for Spain. Fans thought that if Nico Williams joined Barcelona, it would become a different story. A Spanish core with insane chemistry on the wings, but Nico played a different game. He stayed in contact with Barcelona, asked for guarantees because of last year's FFP problem. Remember, Dani Almo and Pablo Torre couldn't be registered. Yeah, Nico wanted clarity, but behind the scenes, he used Barcelona's interest to raise his salary at Atletico Madrid. In the end, he signed for Atletico for a huge wage. Fans were disappointed, but here's the truth. If a player has second thought about playing for Barcelona, they are not fit to play for Barcelona. This club is the greatest of all time, and if you hesitate, you don't belong. Everything happens for a reason, and Barca moved on. And then came Roony. This signing was also unexpected. Roony played for FC Copenhagen. I didn't even know him much before Barca signed him, but when you look at his ability, you understand why Flick wanted him. He even scored against Manchester United in the Champions League. His dribbling ability is similar to Lamine Yamal's, quick feet, unpredictable moves and full of confidence. Flick had been tracking him since his Bayern days. Initially, he was planned as a future signing, but once Flick saw him in training this week, everything changed, I guess, because coaches were charmed by his finishing, pressing, decision making, all at top levels. Now he is not just one for the future, he is already pushing for the first team minutes. We can all expect him to be used as a substitute and maybe even start in rotation. He is one of the most exciting young talents Barca have signed in years. And then comes Marcus Rashford, the biggest signing of this summer. Rashford is not just another player, he was once the best player at Manchester United after Sir Alex Ferguson era. He is the only player since Alex Ferguson left to record 30 plus goal contribution in a single season. At one point in 2019, people even compared him to Mbappe and some felt Rashford was better at that time. Injuries slowed him down, but he bounced back in 2020 to 2023 season, performing brilliantly even along Cristiano Ronaldo. But after a poor spell under Erik ten Hag and Ruben Amorim, Rashford went on a loan to Aston Villa and quietly rebuilt his form there. Now he joined Barcelona on a one-year loan with a €35 million buy option. In failing to sign Nico Williams, Barca may have found a diamond in Rashford. If Flick can unlock him the same way he unlocked Rafinha, Rashford could become the elite again. Yeah, let's see. One of the biggest movements this summer is the return of number 10 shirt. For years, this number belonged to legends like Maradona, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho and of course Lionel Messi. But after Messi left, Ansu Fati wore it and he showed flashes of brilliance, but injuries and confidence issue held him back. Now he is on a loan at Monaco hoping to ruin his career. The number 10 was vacant until Lamine Yamal turned 18. The club handed it to him on his birthday. This is not just a number, it's a statement. Because last season, wearing number 19, Lamine Yamal destroyed top European teams, including Inter Milan in the semi-final. Now with that number 10 on his back, he carries the legacy of Messi. The expectation is huge, but so is his talent. Let's talk about Flick's training and discipline. One of the main reasons Flick is succeeding is his discipline. His training sessions are intense and unforgiving. If a player comes late, they get benched. We saw this last season. Flick brings German discipline. Structured drills, high-tempo session, there is no excuses. He did the same at Bayern where he won treble and even destroyed Barcelona 8-2 back then. Let's just forget that. Since his arrival, Barcelona have regained their identity. The players are fitter, sharper and mentally tougher. Flick's strict method are the foundation of this rebuild. Let's check the lineup and tactics of Flick. Tactically, Flick is a genius. He introduced the offside trap last season, and players like Kubasi, Inigo Martinez, Araujo, Koundé and Balde executed it perfectly. Barca recorded the most offside won in the league. Flick adopts sometimes high possession, sometimes fast counters. Depending on the opponents, he changes and adapts. Let's predict the 2026 Barcelona lineup. Goalkeeper should be Joan García, and Tech may be in substitute or something like that. And defenders should be Koundé, Araujo, Inigo Martinez, Kubasi and Balde. Midfielders is like Pedri, De Jong, Gavi, with rotation of Fermin Lopez and so on, and the attacking lineup is crazy. Lamine Yamal on the right, Rashford on the left, Rafinha is certainly playing the center or secondary striker, and there is Lewandowski and Ferran Torres as forward, and Dani Olmo and Roony is also there to rotate. This creates a strong depth at Barcelona. This squad now has proper depth, unlike last season when injuries killed the rotations. Let's talk about Camp Nou return. Camp Nou's reconstruction is almost finished. The original plan was to reopen with the Gamper Trophy on August 8, but delays pushed it back. Still, UEFA requests Barca to play Champions League games at Camp Nou this season. So the stadium will roar again soon. Camp Nou is not just a stadium, it's a Barca's soul. The return will also massively boost finances with 80,000 plus fans back, and it will also increase matchday income and new sponsorship as well. And let's talk about the financial situation of Barcelona. Barcelona's finances have been messy for years. This mess even pushed Messi out in 2021 and the club couldn't register him under La Liga's rules. And since Joan Laporta retired, he worked to fix it, using levers, cutting wages and planning the Camp Nou rebuild. Last season, Barca still struggled to register signings like Dani Olmo and Pablo Torre. That certainly scared Nico Williams away. But now, with Camp Nou's reopening and potential return to 1:1 spending rule, Barca's future looking brighter. If they keep winning trophies, more prize money will follow, boosting the rebuild even further. So that's where Barcelona stand right now. Joan Garcia's surprise signing, Nico Williams' failed move, Rooney's breakout arrival, and Marcus Rashford blockbuster loan. And also Lamine Yamal carrying the number 10 legacy, and then Flick's discipline transforming the squad, and Camp Nou is ready to bring Barca's soul back. Flick is not just coaching, he is building something new. This is the blueprint, this is Flick World 2.0, and Barcelona are ready to scare Europe again.